12 police officers arrested, a 360 million rand tender under investigation, and a man already in prison still being linked to the deal. But here's the real question. How is that even possible?
Aware of this in 2024, and IDEC started investigating it. Like I'm seeing now here, people are saying, no, we are doing this as a result of Matlala Commission. No, that's not why we're doing this. We started investigating in 2024, and we were gathering all the information. We wanted to be caught ready before we made the arrest, and that is why when the arrests were made yesterday, it was because we know that we've got all the evidence and we are caught ready.
Talk to us about the charges and the company in relation to these charges.
Yeah, the company, the contract that we're dealing with is the Medi 24 that everybody knows about, the 360 million rand contract that was given to Cat Matlala's company. And then we cannot divulge the charges now because they have got to be read on to the people in court.
In March 2026, South Africa woke up to shocking news. 12 members of SAPS were arrested, accused of fraud, corruption, and money laundering. This wasn't street-level crime. This was inside the system. At the center of it all, a 360 million rand contract linked to Medicare 24 and a controversial figure, Vusimusi Cat Matlala. The deal looked normal on paper, a contract meant to provide health services, wellness support, medical care for police officers. But investigators say something wasn't right. According to early findings, the tender process may have been manipulated, key rules may have been ignored, certain officials may have influenced the outcome. The contract was later flagged and eventually cancelled.
7 is Mr. Kobe. For accused number 10 is Advocate Lobsha. For 11 is Advocate Bischoff. For number 12 is Advocate Nechaba. For number 13 is Advocate Momalo. For accused number 14 is Advocate Lopondo. For accused number 15 is Mr. Haasbrook. For accused number 16 is Mr. Maluleka.
Now here's where it gets serious. The arrested officers were not random. Some were part of the evaluation process in positions of authority, trusted with major decisions, and now they stand accused of helping push through a deal that worth hundreds of millions of rands. One high-profile officer involved is Brigadier Rachel Macheng, making this case even more shocking. But the part that has everyone talking is the link to Cat Matlala. At the time the deal was being investigated and later cancelled, he was already in prison. So naturally, people started asking, was he still involved in any way? Did he have influence outside? Or is it his name being linked because of past connection?
I do not oppose their bail applications subject to the discretion of the court and the proposed conditions set out in paragraphs 42 to 44 herein. My affidavit sets out the allegations, the accused involvement, and the offences perpetrated in 4 parts, as set out below. Part A deals with the submission of the tender with the bid number, bid 19/1/9/1/94 TP 23. Part B, facilitation and approval of the tender with the same bid number. Part C, gratifications offered and accepted, corruption. Part D, money laundering. Part A, the submission of the tender with the bid number reflected above, and it relates to the fraud perpetrated by accused 1, 2, and Medicare 24 Tshwane District. Paragraph 11. On the 31st of January 2024, the Division Supply Chain Management of the South African Police Services advertised a tender referenced 19/1/9/194 TP 23. The closing date of the tender was 19th of February 2024. Medicare 24 Tshwane District, through the instrumentality of accused number 1, submitted a bid in response to the advertisement for the tender as referred to above.
Right now, there's no confirmed evidence that he controlled anything from prison, but the question haven't gone away. This case is becoming bigger than just one contract. It raises serious concerns about procurement systems in government, accountability inside the SAPS, and whether corruption networks go deeper than we think. Because if officers responsible for fairness are accused of breaking the rules, then what does that mean for the system? We are doomed. So far, multiple suspects have appeared in court. Some are applying for bail. Investigations are still ongoing, and more details are expected to come out because cases like this don't stop at the first arrest. Think about it. The police are supposed to protect the public, fight corruption, uphold the law, but now they're at the center of one of the biggest scandals. And the truth is, we still don't know how deep this goes. So I want to hear from you. Do you think this was just corruption inside SAPS, or could there be bigger players involved? And what do you think about the link to Cat Matlala and Brigadier Rachel Majeng? Remember, Brigadier Rachel Majeng appeared at the Matlanga Commission of Inquiry. They were talking about the relationship she has with Cat Matlala and everything involved between the two. Drop your thoughts in the comments, subscribe for updates because this story is far from over. And please don't forget to subscribe if you're a returning subscriber. Thank you so much. Do not forget to also click on the notification bell so that whenever I post a video, you will be notified. This is True Crime with Nsuku's Folktale. See you on the next case.